Hey everyone, it's Alexander, the real Mr. Robinson, and welcome back to another live stream. This is Jurassic World Evolution Part 6 of the campaign. And yeah, I was planning to do this Friday actually, but I had too much going on. I figured it's not the best time to do it last minute to just announce this stream because I was busy all day Saturday. Outside of work, I was at Universal's Halloween Horror Nights. All day yesterday. Well, I mean, yeah, I was working all day and then immediately went to Horror Nights, where I met a couple of my friends, including Robert and Vanessa from Late to the Party. So they filmed the vlog of our time at Halloween Horror Nights, and it should be up on their YouTube channel. I don't know whenever they get around to editing it, but should be before Halloween comes around. They had a great time last night, and today I'm just kind of taking it easy. And with this stream, it's the best way to do it. So currently we have nobody in the chat, so I'm just talking to myself. That's chaos theory. I had to. So yeah, but anyway, for those of you who are watching in post, welcome. First of all, glad you were watching. We're just gonna continue with the campaign. Okay, do we have an expedition out already? No, we do not. So we need to get a carnivore fossil. Let's see. Do we have access to the Metriacanthosaurus, or is that not until the next island? It's been a while since I've actually done the campaign. Doesn't look like we have access to Metriacanthosaurus. So all we have are, in terms of carnivores, are Ceratosaurus, Velociraptor, and Dilophosaurus. We'll get the Velociraptor. Any fossil will do at this point, because we just need to work up that contract. And we need to increase storm coverage on the island. I could just replace the road later on down the line. Got our profits, alright. Let's see. Oh, that would be under operations. Oh, I didn't know we had the science center already. Of course, we're gonna need to add power to this. Still not enough. Boo. And how far are we into getting Styracosaurus? Oh, as soon as we do another or as soon as we get to a certain point with the entertainment industry. Oh, welcome, JP Dreher. I hope I pronounced that correctly. But yeah, welcome. Yeah, there was... It kind of feels like a mobile game for consoles. I mean, there was that Jurassic Park builder that came out for, like, phones in 2012, I believe. And I gotta say, I was so excited for that game to come out because I was a huge fan of Jurassic Park Operation Genesis. That is close-up of the Diplodocus, and when I found out it was for the phones and just the game it ended up being, I was actually kind of let down.
You've closed out that contract and met the objectives. Best outcome possible.
Because I was hoping for something bigger, honestly, and I was disappointed that... I don't know, I'm not a big fan of mobile phone games. Pokemon Go's fine because it's like more interactive, but no, give me a console. Give me a console game anytime, even if it's handheld. Which, speaking of handheld, if this thing came to the Switch, that would be like, I mean, I would want to say it's an instant buy for me, but I'd probably be addicted to this thing if it were on the Switch. Okay, let's get an entertainment contract. That way we can get the Styracosaurus and try to get more contracts up.
You up for a new challenge? Well, then you are gonna want to see this new contract.
All right. Yeah, same. And I'm also, another thing that irritates me about those mobile games are the pay to win. I mean, I get it because like some of these games, like Jurassic Park Builder and like Pokemon Go, they don't cost anything to download. So like the developers have to get money for some reason. Not for some reason, to afford to keep the game running. So I get it in that sense, but it's just like, at the same time, I don't want to buy, I just don't want to buy stuff to enhance the game. That's why people made such a big fuss about Battlefront 2, from 2 years ago. And since then they have...
defense stations help protect your park's structure against storm damage. Useful, huh?
Yeah, it's just not... I'm not a fan of that stuff. And I have not played the Godzilla Defense Force mobile game. Was that the tie-in to the 2014 Godzilla? Because it sounds familiar, and I know there was some sort of I know there was a handful of mobile games for to collide with the movie's release. I cannot get my words straight right now. I'm still tired from Horror Nights. So I've been out since 2 in the morning, and did all the mazes. The very first time I've ever been to Halloween Horror Nights, and I've done every maze. So I'm just kind of exhausted at the moment. Alright, Raptor sleeping. Oh, we don't have power? What the hell? I thought... Okay. Guess I have to just build a small power station, and I will, and I will just remove that once I get more dinosaurs and more access. Or you know what? I might just like do a full... I might just end up doing a full run through of the campaign and then move on to another game. But if I ever feel like doing random Q&As, I'll just pop this one up because it's easy. And if I'm doing sandbox mode, I don't have to pay attention to the game and instead focus on you guys and the questions you have, or just partake in the conversation. Okay, there's still only one Dilophosaurus. We got enough money to where we can give her a friend. After she kills this goat first. Yeah, I mean, I think, in terms of sequels, I think The Lost World is a lot better than people give it credit for. And I have a soft spot for 3, just because, I've said this a handful of times, but I visited the set when they were filming. And with 4, there's a lot that I love and a lot that I hate. 5 is just so stupid. It's unbelievable how ridiculous it is. But admittedly, it left us on an interesting cliffhanger to see what happens next. So I'm curious to see what happens next in the 6th movie. Which of the sequels is your favorite? Out of curiosity. Because I know a lot of people are lenient towards either The Lost World or Jurassic World. It's rare that I've ever heard people choose the 3rd or 5th movie as their favorite sequel. Trying to get that in the circle. Okay. I don't know, I'm just screwing around at this point. You know what? I should just stop screwing around doing nothing and just send my team out for more fossils. 'Cause again, I've got the money to do this. Let's see. Okay, I'll just add another storm defense thing. I am losing. I am not. My mind is not. Bleh, my speech and my mind are not in the right spot right now. Again, last night was exhausting but fun. Okay, Jurassic World. Yeah, again, there's a lot. I don't know, like, all the dinosaur stuff is really cool, but the human stuff is human stuff is not abysmal, but there's some abysmal moments to it. Like, some of the dialogue is horrendous. Teeth. We need more teeth. Like, who says something like that?
Some things are beyond my control, and the weather is clearly one of them. So having some warning in advance when we are facing an inclement situation is extremely important. Good job.
Thank you, and now it's time to demolish this stuff. Because I only did that, I only built all that shit for the contract. Alright. Hey there, Sean Barry. I'm doing good. Thank you for joining the chat, this live stream in general. Hope you all are having a good weekend, actually. Alright, what are you up to? Dinosaur that I cannot have access to until, I think, the next island. You know what? Honestly, the Bryce Dallas Howard running in high heels doesn't bother me as much as it does other people. Because it's like, we're so used to seeing Catwoman run in high heels, so why are you making a big deal about Bryce Dallas Howard? Now, I do understand that, that Catwoman is a comic book character, but at the same time, it's like, Catwoman's still a very grounded character.
This dinosaur, the Dilophosaurus, lacks front-facing binocular eyes, a trait common to almost every predator. So instead, it hunted by scent. And now, many predators rely on that sense as well.
Yeah, the one thing I was talking about, when I talked about Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, whether, I can't remember where it was. It may have been my original review, and it may have been the collaboration that I did with the Real Rejects, Greg and John. Wait, hold on. Oh, okay. La Foresta Crystalia de Megras. Hold on a second. I see. So, is there actually a Jurassic Park DLC pack coming out? Because I haven't heard anything official, but if it's actually coming out, I want it. I want to play it. But anyway, with Fallen Kingdom, I just had a big criticism with how kind of bloodless these new movies are. I mean, granted, Jurassic World had a fair share of bloodshed, but at the same time, you didn't really feel an impact. Now, granted, I'm sure people didn't feel an impact with the third movie in terms of its bloodshed. And maybe it has to do with the fact that I was 10 years old when I saw Jurassic Park 3, but like those violent moments in Jurassic Park 3 just had more of an impact than in these newer movies. So maybe I just don't know why these new movies are kind of shying away from the blood. And also, it would be nice to have a movie where the dinosaurs are legit scary. Oh no, those that's not a rumor about a Jurassic Park show on Netflix. There's actually a trailer for it called Camp Cretaceous, and it's basically an animated series being done by DreamWorks, because DreamWorks is now releasing all their movies through Universal. So yeah, the trailer's been out for months actually, so you could actually check it out on, I want to say it's DreamWorks' official YouTube channel. But it's not much. It's just an animated it's just like a POV shot. Jesus Christ, I cannot speak properly today. Of like a human in the jungle, and a velociraptor just walks up and then notices the human and then attacks it. So that's all the trailer really is. It's a good thing this Diplodocus doesn't need a whole lot of friends. Otherwise I'd be dealing with this thing breaking out constantly. Okay, yeah, just turn the corner. Or panic. So you're looking for food, and there's food right behind. Actually, I guess technically there's food everywhere. Yeah, Camp Cretaceous is the name of the show, and I think it's supposed to come out sometime next year, maybe. To be honest, I haven't seen any of the Netflix DreamWorks shows that they've put out. Because I mean, I just don't really have the time for all that.
Now this contract could really help us both out.
I don't like these. Like, I know they're just a bunch of computers, and it's just a video game, but there's just something about forcing dinosaurs to fight that's just not fun.
The new contract just came in. I think it's doable by you.
Okay, I can do this. That should be easy. Just build a bunch of shelters everywhere, specifically near the carnivore. Well, there was a DLC dinosaur pack that came out the week I didn't do the week I didn't do a stream because I was in Texas. So I did buy the pack, but I don't I was gonna say I don't know how long it'll take before we can access the dinosaurs in this stream. Let me take a look. No, that's not it. Alright, we're almost done with, like, the raptor genome. Oh, we could... Oh, I didn't know we could research the iguanodon now. Or the Pseudoceratops, okay. Alright. Okay, here, herbivore pack. Okay, for Dryosaurus, we just have to do Isla Sorna after a while. For the Nigersaurus, Isla Pena, and Homocephaly, the next island, Isla Tacaño.
Either way, that's a win for you and our guests.
Thank you. Still didn't unlock the Styracosaurus. No, it's still got ways to go. Oh, I just the ending of Godzilla King of the Monsters makes me think of Jeff Goldblum saying we entered a new era. I suppose, except like they established in the MonsterVerse that the Titans never actually died out. So it's just like the Titans will be coming up again. I have not seen Primal. I'm a huge fan of Jenny Tetakovsky. So I really want to check out that show because it looks brutal. It absolutely looks brutal. And I loved the last season of Samurai Jack up until the final episode, which, to be honest, for a finale that was years in the making, like in between season 4 and the final season, the final episode just felt too short. But I've heard great things about. Well, actually, I actually don't. No. I'm sorry. I did hear interesting stuff about Primal, and it just looks so cool. Okay, we got the Iguanodon. I'm excited for Godzilla vs. Kong also. Although I'm... of course, I gotta send expedition teams out for the Iguanodon. However, I am nervous. Not in the sense that it could be a bad movie. I mean, it could very well be a bad movie. But I'm just more nervous in like if Warner Brothers has like lost faith in it, because we haven't gotten a trailer at all. The movie's supposed to come out in March. And given that King of the Monsters was lackluster in terms of box office performance, I'm just wondering if Warner Brothers is scared. And I hope they're not scared of, like, putting out Godzilla vs. Kong, because it could very well be fun, and plus being in March, it won't have as much competition as Godzilla King of the Monsters did this summer. But yeah, I'm still excited regardless of how scared I am for its box office run. Alright, what else can we research? Oh, we can research buildings. Monorail. I'm sorry, the Simpsons monorail song just came up to my mind. Many of these viewing platforms. Okay, what do we want to do here? Oh, Primal is just nothing but... Okay, that I didn't know. That Primal is nothing but, like, visual storytelling. That's great, huh? Because that... like, it's just like with, Samurai Jack in the second episode of the final season, where half of it's just... The last half is not... There's no dialogue whatsoever. So that's cool. That sounds awesome.
When we have power problems, bad things tend to happen. I'd prefer they didn't. So how about making sure your buildings have the power they need?
Way ahead of you. I hope so, except they're not delaying the release of the movie. Because after Godzilla King of the Monsters came out, there was talk that they were going to delay the movie. And I hope that's not the case at all. I mean, I don't know. When I hear about, like, how long it's taken to get a trailer out, and just kind of the nervous energy of Warner Brothers maybe doesn't have faith in the movie, Uh-oh. Oh, I got Isla Tacaño. Nice.
If you like a challenge, and I mean, who doesn't? Well, I don't. But you, this place sounds perfect for you. Isla Tacaño.
Alright, so I'm going to go check it out. Alright, I'm actually going to open up my phone on the actual stream because last time there were some people that tried to get in the conversation, ask questions, but they were not popping up on the little sidebar here. So I'm just going to go to the actual YouTube chat, see if people are talking. See if I'm missing anyone. It doesn't look like it at all. So that's good. Yeah, I'm gonna stay on Isla Pena for a bit. I'm just gonna move the Metriacanthosaurus to the Dilophosaurus pen. To be honest, at this point I don't know if they can push if they delay it like by a couple months and release it in the summer, then it's just going to be another
just landed on my desk.
ridiculously
Take a look.
It's just going to be another ridiculously crowded summer, and Godzilla vs. Kong might suffer because of it. So I don't know what's going to happen. I have not heard of Life Foundation, and welcome Black Wolf to the chat. Glad you could join us. What do I want to... What is Life Foundation about? Because I actually have not heard of it.
Okay, you rocked that contract hard, so I'm giving you props.
Thank you, and thank you for the Styracosaurus. Russian conspiracy group. Wait, is this a Marvel thing? I created the 5 symbiotes, huh? It's a multitude of things that led King of the Monsters to not... I'm hesitant to say flop because Dark Phoenix was a flop and Hellboy was a flop also. But, I mean, for one thing, nobody expected Aladdin to make the amount of money it did. Like, even though people are high on these Disney remakes, and I honestly don't know why, people didn't... Aladdin overperformed. I don't think people were expecting that movie to make $100 million its opening weekend. And, I mean, I don't understand why they didn't keep it in March, because Kong Skull Island came out in March, and it did very well. I mean, maybe they were trying to replicate the success with the first Godzilla that came out in May, and opened to $90 million, huh? That could be it, that they marketed the movie early, but also, I mean, Solo was marketed late. I mean, Solo had more problems why it underperformed besides marketing. Yeah, I just don't know why they decided to move it to May, because this was a crowded and mediocre summer. Like absolutely not terrible, but like this whole year I've started to see some movies later on this year that I've grown to love. now that we're actually in award season. But this whole year beforehand has just been kind of meh. Oh wait, I just realized there's no wow, I just realized that there's no viewing galleries for the Dilophosaurus and Metriacanthosaurus. I suppose. I mean, because like anything would be better than that goddamn terrible Johnny Knoxville movie. Like that movie like really was. I don't know. I am not a fan of. I just hated Action Point. It was my least favorite movie of last year, and so far my least favorite movie of this year is what is that? My least favorite movie this year so far is Hellboy. Hellboy. I like absolutely hate Hellboy. Cannot stand it at all. Okay, so here's what's gonna go down. Let's research. Let's try to get enough genome for the Iguanodon and the Pseudoceratops before we head to the other island. And maybe Styracosaurus. Yeah, Aladdin actually is not that bad for a movie. Well, I wouldn't even say it's a bad movie, because I remember like just the idea of them remaking Aladdin, I was dreading it, because Beauty and the Beast was really nothing but a shot-for-shot, almost a copy and paste remake of the animated movie, and whenever they steer clear of the animated movie, it just creates plot holes. And I was so not on board with Aladdin because I was afraid it was the same thing. It actually was decent. I think the two things that really helped Aladdin make Aladdin better than it actually was. Well, a couple. One, it does elements from the animated movie, but it also expands on the story. It doesn't just literally copy and paste like The Lion King did. So that was well appreciated, and both Will Smith and Naomi Scott helped make that movie a lot better than it actually had any right to be. So that's great. Hey, we got a Pseudoceratops genome. Alright, we'll just, yeah, we'll just build another power station here. Once we get our Iguanodon and maybe Styracosaurus genome. Oh, no, actually we can't. We have,
Resupply request acknowledged.
we still have the, mission.
I've received an offer that will definitely help the science division. And can help you as well.
We still have a, we still have the security mission to deal with. Oh, great, a storm warning. Alright. Buckle up, people. This is gonna be rough. Oh, there's only one Ankylosaurus. The population's too big, too much. Okay, I know what to do. Okay, release the sell Ankylosaurus. Okay, so we don't. Okay, so we just have to sell the Ankylosaurus. We don't have to actually release it and keep it. Yeah. Out of all the Disney live-action remakes, Lion King.
Well done completing that contract.
Lion King is the one that I hate the most because it literally is copy and paste. I remember going to the screening for that movie when it came, like, before it came out, and when Circle of Life was playing, people were cheering and applauding for it, and I was sitting there going, you all saw the animated movie, right? This is literally the same thing, right down to the same recording of the original song. Like, they didn't even record something new for the soundtrack. It's just... Oh, the storm died down. Like, it's just literally the same track for Circle of Life, and the raptors are broken loose. Shit. And, it's just like, guys, we've seen this already. Come on. Okay, the Dilophosaurus and the Metriacanthosaurus are okay. Man, these raptors are feisty. Oh my god, are you seriously? You dumb bastards. Yeah, if you hadn't been stuck there, that third raptor wouldn't have gotten out, huh? I'm rough. Like, I wish you had the ability in this game to fire people. Or I could. No, I can't remove Ranger Team. Boo. Okay, now what? Wait, how much genome do I have for the Iguanodon? Apparently not enough, huh? Alright, oh, we do have enough. Okay, let's research the Styracosaurus. Release it, and then maybe we could get to the, get to the, security mission, and then we'll be out of here, heading towards, Isla Tecaño. You know, considering that people do so much with PC mods, I'm sure somebody will come up with a method to... Actually, I don't know. Frontier, if somebody at Frontier is watching this live stream, in the off chance someone is, can you make a patch to where you could fire, like, incompetent employees? Because this team right here, Ranger Team 3. Like, I know they're just new. I know they're still getting the ropes around, but they spent minutes trying to drive through Ranger Team 2. Like, they were just crashing into each other, and because of that, the third raptor broke out. Like, come on, guys. Okay, just got sidetracked. Ankylosaurus. What are we rating? Rating of 44. Okay, let's just enhance the rating of the Ankylosaurus a bit. There we go. And then we just need to sell it. Yeah, Shenzi was more menacing in the remake, but again, it's just that's about it. But there's just nothing new about the story and how it progresses and where it ends. It's just, again, I am not. That movie almost depresses me. Yeah, that movie depresses me and how much money it's made. Never saw The Lion Guard, so I have no opinion on it at all. But I know with Disney Plus, it just might as well be better to just do, to just have the line guard stick to Disney Plus. Oh, but speaking of which, we got the, like, quote, remake, unquote, of Lady and the Tramp coming out. No, I guess it is a remake. Yeah, they got the live-action remake of Lady and the Tramp coming out.
Challenge looks interesting, and I thought of you first.
So, we'll see how that turns out.
Don't let this opportunity pass you by.
Okay, we're 40 minutes in. We got about 20 minutes left to go. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do the security mission, and then we'll just head to Isla Tacaño, and then we'll pick up from there. Man, the security division must be pissed at me right now because they are not. They're just kind of. I'm not giving them the full attention that they probably want. And watch, they're gonna probably sabotage this park at some point out of pettiness. Yeah, there is that. But there's it's just that like we don't really. Showing how Nala left the Pride Lands, maybe not to the same extent, but it's kind of like seeing how Han Solo got the Millennium Falcon. It's like, okay, we don't really need to know that. Like, we don't need to know every little detail. That's a weird angle to showcase the Nasutoceratops. I mean, again, it's not that bad, but
Here we have a Nasutoceratops, a member of the ceratopsian family. It sports horns above its eyes, not unlike our modern cattle.
I hate cabbage-finch. Yeah, again, it's not that bad, but it's, or not that obnoxious, but it's not, it's just pointless. Because at least with Aladdin, they gave the genie more of a story. And, they actually explored more of the chemistry between Aladdin and Jasmine. So at least Aladdin expanded a little more. Okay, we're gonna need one more Nasutoceratops. And we'll start up. We'll just start off by making an Iguanodon. Oh, I didn't know we had a Corythosaurus. There's a lot of dinosaurs I didn't know we had. Well, we'll save some of these dinosaurs for, we'll save some of these dinosaurs for next time. The one thing I actually do like about the new Lion King, is John Oliver as Zazu. Just because there's something, I said this in the review, there's just something about John Oliver's voice and the design of the bird that's like a match made in heaven.
Yes. This here is an Ankylosaurus. Strong, armored, and with a tail it can wield like a massive club. Even in the Cretaceous period, sometimes a blunt object could be more effective than a sharp one.
I will neither confirm nor deny that I cried at the end of Endgame, but I will say that I had some allergies going. Okay, I totally ripped that off from Double Toasted, but yeah, the ending to Endgame wrecked me. In many ways than one.
Asset being transported.
You made the security division look good today. Let's make that every day, shall we?
Alright, just as long as you don't act all petty and sabotage this park. Why does this not have power? Please don't tell me. Is it an outage? Oh, it is an outage. I'm an idiot. Oh, we already got an iguanodon.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome in this.
Alright, let's... Oh, come on! It just failed. Or whatever. I don't know if I'll ever be able to get around Quake. But
Here we have the iguanodon, which is famous for its thumb spikes. Now, it's funny because the thumb bone was originally placed on the reconstructed skeleton's nose.
It's not that funny. Okay, Black Wolf, you left Okay, what is Robot Roller Derby Disco Dodgeball? Because to be curious on what it's actually called. Well, looks like the iguanodon can food.
This latest contract is a little unexpected, but I'm sure you'll rise to the challenge.
Yeah, unexpected. What was it? Defense 26. Well, we can make this work. The defense up. That's it. Is it pretty much just Tron? But with dodgeball? Because that sounds pretty sweet. Okay, got a high quality fossil.
Keep up this kind of work, and you'll be going places.
Okay, we got dig yield. Nice. Oh, next up for science division is Euoplocephalus.
I've just finished reviewing this new contract, and I think it's right up your alley. I'm sure you'll agree.
Well, luckily I'm researching Styracosaurus.
This is where it starts. Get this part right, and then we can talk about the rest.
Yeah, that it bugs me so much that they didn't get. All right, there we go.
I see that genome contract went as planned. Good job.
Thank you. All right, let's release the Styracosaurus. Wait, is there a dinosaur attempting to break out? Oh, wait, the Dilophosaurus aren't doing so well in health. Oh, I didn't even put down food. I'm horrible. Alright, there we go. Sorry, little guys.